How important is Santa to Christmas and why?
He's
You have
not
1 minute.
important. He's not real.
This is Talon. Talon is a real Santa denier, and I'm here to prove him wrong. Welcome to Does Santa Exist? A debate.
Talon, you will have 2 minutes for an opening argument. You may begin.
Open an argument for 2 minutes. Trevor, you're doing too much with that one. 'Cause I don't even need 2 minutes. I'm just being honest. Really, if you just look at the science behind it, it doesn't make sense. Santa couldn't possibly get to every single house in one night. I mean, the scientific calculations required to make those reindeer go fast enough, and then to consider that there's 7 billion houses, that means more than one present a second. That is absurd when you really think about it, Trevor.
Well, actually, it's 8 billion now, the world population.
8 billion.
Yeah.
I can't even count that high. Can you count that high, Max?
I could try.
My case rested.
Okay, because Talon took 1 minute, you will have 3 minutes. Max.
Alright, so first off, obviously Santa's real, because there's presents under your tree. That's already enough evidence in itself, but there's a Santa tracker. Santa eats the cookies. He leaves behind crumbs, literally. So, I think it's kind of obvious Santa does exist, and Santa deniers like to throw the fact that magic exists out the window. They think everything is science and only science, and they're stupid and dumb-minded people that deserve to rot.
And Santa
Okay,
Tracker,
okay.
you know Santa Tracker's by Google?
Hold on.
Santa Tracker, run by Google. You can't trust Google. Magic isn't real. Science is real, and science is magic. And science says Santa ain't real. I believe that because the scientists that wear the lab coats, they do the science with the calculations and the formulas, and sometimes they mix the potions together, which is basically.
I thought
magic.
potions
It's
was
not
magic, yeah.
science.
I,
No, but it's
potions
science.
don't
It's like
exist.
they have beakers. Hey, he's talking. He can't talk. I think science is cooler because you got beakers and not potions, but alchemy. No, alchemy's also. And I think that Santa Claus probably isn't real. I think that's what the scientists actually. The leading theory is that Santa isn't real.
We don't care.
Okay, that's enough, Max. Alright,
That's too far.
you're out of time now. Is that all you had to say?
Why are your legs
Doesn't
wiggling?
matter. Okay, Max, would you like to
Yep.
counter that? You have 1 minute.
Okay, so you're over here saying magic doesn't exist and stuff, but you know those girls that take screenshots and always post 1111 and stuff? That's magic. Jenna Ortega? That's gotta be magic. Cause I mean, have you seen her?
Dog, she is just an average Latina girl.
You just need to be put down.
No,
Like a
she's
dog,
average.
like a
She's not
rabid-
average.
Okay.
Like a
She's
rabid
not
dog.
average.
No.
She's just
You need
average.
to die.
I'm getting pissed off. I'm getting in my chair.
So Santa is just based off magic. This guy doesn't believe in magic because he's stupid. He doesn't understand crucial magicians. Magicians exist. They literally prove you wrong. They do the hat and the hat trick.
Seconds?
You're
Alright,
you're
that's
an
enough.
idiot. You're dumb. You're stupid.
Now that we've gotten through the opening arguments and the counters, I'm going to start with question 1. First, we'll start with Talon. How important is Santa to Christmas and why?
He's
Yeah,
not
1 minute.
important. He's not real.
Is that it?
Christmas isn't real. Christmas cheer isn't real. I
Obviously, you
hate
haven't seen Elf.
Christmas. I hate children. I hate orphans. I hope everyone who believes in Christmas dies a slow and painful death. And
That's gotta
I
be religiously offensive, right?
Mr. Santa expert, I think you should know that Christmas isn't inherently tied to religion. Well, it's inherently tied to religion. I have many atheist friends who still open Christmas presents, which they got from their parents because Santa doesn't exist.
They definitely did not get it from their parents.
Hey. Nobody asked you. Max, I'll repeat the question for you. How important is Santa to Christmas and why? You have 1 minute. Go.
He's like the center of Christmas. You know, he's what makes Christmas
doesn't
so
exist.
special. He does exist, and that's why it's so special. That's why billions of people celebrate Christmas on the world. Just because you don't doesn't mean that everybody else should be punished for that. Santa is real, because your parents don't put gifts under your tree. Santa does that. The parents have just good relations with Santa. That's what my parents told me. Santa has a very distinct way of signing his letters. He writes in cursive, very good cursive.
Okay, that's enough. All right,
Your parents do not.
Talon, would you like to counter that or no?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, you have 30
I
seconds.
have heard about the so-called Santa signatures, but I'd like to exhibit some evidence. Here I have a peer-reviewed study about the This clearly says here the Santa signature is false and Santa's not real.
That's too
Wait,
blurry.
could you put that a little closer to the screen?
You have.
What's
4
that
seconds.
logo you're covering? Thank you, please. Wait,
Okay, that
what?
was 30 seconds. Max, would you like to counter that?
Yeah, my counter is what is that?
That was my proof that. Did y'all read it?
I need to see it better.
Well, too late. The data analysis, I need it back to the laboratory assistants.
This time I have a question for Max. How does Santa carry so many presents? Like 7 billion presents. Surely there were more than 7 billion, right? So how does Santa carry all those presents?
Okay, well, first off, obviously
You have
not
1 minute.
obviously not every kid, because one, there's the naughty and nice list. Like, it's in the songs.
You didn't list the songs in the evidence. You can't.
Okay.
Sing one.
He knows when you are sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake.
Okay.
He knows when you've been bad or good.
I've heard that. I've heard that before, actually. That's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
solid.
How do you explain the bells in the Polar Express?
Oh my god, this is a good question.
You have 1 minute.
So first off, the Polar Express wasn't exhibited before the argument, so I don't really know if I can even argue this point.
I submitted it.
Hey, I'll go with it anyways. I'll go with it anyways, bro. You're lucky I'm actually well versed in the Polar Express.
Universe?
So I can say the bells actually have magnets within them, and whenever the parents walk by, it's magnetized via a remote from the guy outside the house. And he has ulterior motives because he wants people to believe in Christmas because it fuels him in some weird psychotic way. So when the parents are walking by, he clicks that, the magnets shift, the bell doesn't make any noises because the magnets are all connected. And then when the kids walk by, he unshifts the magnets. I mean, this is basic science.
In the movie, very clearly, when he's opening up the gifts, he gets the bell in front of both of the parents. He starts shaking it. He hears it. They don't. That's all I need to say.
Not magnetized. That the magnet is stuck to the wall because the parents are in front of him. So the guy outside has the switch flipped on.
Then how does he hear it?
Because he unswitches it whenever the parents walk away.
But the parents were in the same room as him.
It's very clearly a low playing noise, so that way he can calibrate it towards the person that's next to it.
How does Santa get around the world in 1 night?
There are multiple theories about this. My personal theory, he hires the elves to help him with it. Have you seen that one movie? I think it was like Elves or something. I think was that the name where there were spies?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That would make sense. That would make sense. If it was called
Well,
elves.
so the elves went and delivered the presents too. They were doing a pretty good job. And Santa has a lot of elves. What if there's just one elf per house that goes in? That would save a lot of time. Maybe he drops them off. I don't know. Maybe the day before Christmas. That's my personal theory. Another theory is obviously he's just as fast as I don't know, like the speed of light.
You have 1 minute to counter if you would like.
He said the number of elves is actually not calculated. It is. There is a very good number of people with dwarfism. I think actually, let me check right now.
You said Google cannot be trusted before.
Yeah, that too. And
That's why I'm using Firefox.
that's just the amount of people counted on Earth. Cause
That's on the North Pole too, actually.
no, it's not. They don't go up to the North Pole to tell you anything.
I've been there, and I'm a scientist.
I don't believe you've been there.
That's it.
You're not a scientist. You don't look like a scientist.
You want me to get my shirt off?
What? Wait, Talon, we're kind of like matching.
Alright, I'll give you guys 1 minute for bonding time.
I'm a scientist now.
Oh yeah, you could play that game.
You don't even believe in science. You can't be a scientist.
But I believe in
Believer.
what matters. That makes me a scientist.
I believe in orphanages.
Well, I believe in burnt down orphanages. I believe that we should stop
This guy like
them.
Santa.
You cut me off. You cut me off. And I believe we should stop them and stop throwing rocks off of cliffs. So because there could be an orphan down there. It's not quite funny, is it?
Bonding time is over. Who eats the cookies and drinks the milk at night? If not Santa. You have 1 minute. Go.
Can I add another minute onto that? I need to think. Sorry, I'm just gonna. Sorry. Who? Can you rephrase the question?
Rephrased it.
Yeah.
So every night or on Christmas Eve, usually people put cookies and milk out for Santa to eat when he comes.
I do that.
In the mornings, the cookies and milk are eaten and drinking, and I'm wondering who does that if not Santa.
There's actually a very simple answer to that question. I wasn't prepared for that question. I don't.
You have 30 seconds.
Can you stop at the timing? I'm sorry. Okay. Santa's stupid. Of course Santa doesn't do it. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. Of course it's not Santa. All right, that's fine. All right.
But who is it?
So, Talon, you now have 30 seconds for your closing statement.
I don't even.
Wah. Hey guys,
I guess
it's me, Talon. What? What was that? What'd you say, Talon?
It's been 17 years.
That was an amazing debate today. We had two great debaters. Max over here on my right side. I don't know if he's going to the right.
Yeah, I'm on the right.
And then Talon on the left. He's clearly distressed.
He's sulking.
Thank you for joining us in this debate, everyone. Comment down below who you think won. And yeah, have a good Christmas.
Die.